Now then, people, it's Joe or Leeds TV. Let's quickly address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am wearing red. Let's pretend it's orange. I'm doing Red January for Mind Charity, so I'm just doing a bit of promotion. So pretend it's orange just for the purpose of this. I was thinking, shall I wear red? Shall I wear red? I might get hammered. But look, it's for Mind Charity. I'm running every day in January. Myself, Oscar, Ben, Gary from Talking Short, young Claudio, many, many more. Hopefully, Conor. Yeah, we'll try and get Conor involved as well. He could do with losing a bit of timber, if I'm being totally honest. Only joking, son. But yeah, wow. 5 goals. Five goals. What a crazy performance. Leeds' first ever 5-4 win. I've seen that on Twitter. I've been streaming. Do you know what? I did a video. I did my post-match video almost straight after. I tried to upload it before I went and dropped the kids off at the Mars, and it wouldn't load. And then on the way down, someone said Sunday Night Live, and I thought, what better way to do it than to share it with all you guys? There's 159 people watching. Please smash a like on the video. I am also going to put the Just Giving link. Listen, we're not asking for anything. Just a pound will do. I'm going to stick the Just Giving link in the comments. If you can't, it's fine. I get it. It's totally fine. It's not for myself. It is purely for Mind Charity. So please, if you can, spare a moment, sponsor us. Let's get some money raised. And if you want, join the team. All that jazz. But anyway, like Babs McGinty's just said, doubters now. It was another one of them, wasn't it? It was absolutely insane. Is history repeating itself? It was the same this time last year. Absolutely insane. We'll go through the game a little bit. Listen, there are things that we need to talk about. I've seen a few people in the chat as well, and I know Conor, the voice of reason, will be giving it you as well. But there are some things to chat about in terms of defensive display. It's a bit insane that we can go from being one of the best defensive sides across England and top European leagues, to then conceding, is it 10 in the last 4? Mad. My thoughts behind that, Isco God 2K. Yes, I have said your name. There you go. My thought process behind that is Cardiff. I feel them coming back from 3-0 down to get a result against us. It's really put the cat amongst the pigeons. We go 2-0 up. Birmingham score down that right-hand side up against Alioski and Harrison. How Colin was free on his own is beyond me. And a lot of it's down to the man marking system. I think it might have been All Stats, haven't we, tweet out about how the man marking system works, and Alioski's followed his man, therefore leaving Colin on his own. Harrison should have done better. Ayling had a pop at him for that. But once they scored from that right-hand side, Colin crossed it in and Bellingham finished it. What a baller, by the way. Just 16. Absolutely crazy. It then just put the cat amongst the pigeons. Defensively, we went to bits. From then, scoring the first goal up until when they scored the second, it was just all Birmingham. We were absolutely gash. We just went to pieces, especially down that left, their right, our left. I thought Alioski and Harrison just went missing. Is that a confidence thing? It's definitely set the cat amongst the pigeons. But listen, we came out of it. We've won a game. That's what we needed. What we now need is a clean sheet. And we'll be back to our normal self. And hopefully, imagine getting that against West Brom. Look, West Brom, before today, had only lost one game all season, and that was against us. They've just lost against Borough. Real shock. First loss at home all season. So it shows they're not impenetrable. I mean, Borough are on a bit of a run, though. They're, I think, 4 wins on the bounce now. If you haven't seen Ashley Fletcher's goal, it's an absolute screamer, by the way. But yeah, it shows they're not impenetrable. So let's Let's get total Leeds. I know I'm wearing red. The reason this has been is because I'm doing Red January for Mind Charity. I knew this would be in the chat. That's why I put the disclaimer out. It is purely for Mind Charity. I'll be running every day for Mind Charity. There's loads of us doing it. Myself, Gary from Talking Shut, Ben from Talking Shut, Claudio, myself. There's loads more. We're trying to get Ryan involved. I know Oscar's doing it. We're trying to get Conor involved. So hopefully that will raise some money, and it's for a good cause, and it'll help get me fit and help me look after myself as well. But right, okay. So look, back top of the table. Happy days. If you think about it, look at it like this. Let's try and look at it like this. Right, last 4 games not been great. 3-0 up against Cardiff. We draw 3-3. We lose to Fulham. We draw against Preston. We have an insane game, 5-4. We're back top of the table. If you can, as a team, go through that and still be top and have what? Let's have a look. We're is it back to 9 points now over Fulham? Fulham, I'm not worried about at all. I was worried about Brentford. Me and Conor spoke about Brentford together and also in our videos, and they lost today. They're now 11 points behind. You know, we're 9 points over Fulham. Sheff Wednesday, again, lost, but they're going to get all the points deduction. Nottingham Forest have won 2 on the bounce, but they don't worry me. You've got Bristol City, who they want rid of Johnson, but as you can see, they won today, and he'll probably go on a winning run as he done. Mr. Inconsistent. Preston had some positive results, and then they go and lose today at Reading. For me, the chasing pack just add up to it. So we need to win our games. We need to. But look at last season. Look where Aston Villa were at Christmas. We were top. Aston Villa were what? About 14th? And they ended up going up through the playoffs. So we're not home and hose. We're not home and dry. Far from it. I do get a bit carried away in my videos. I won't lie. But look, the West Brom game's massive. Massive for either side. Whoever wins that game, it's a real shot in the arm. It gives you 3 points over your challenger for the title in a sense, but also a bit more confidence and a little bit of daylight. You know what I mean? I don't know, and I will have a look what them next bulk of fixtures will be for Leeds United. But it's been a crazy period for us, but absolutely buzzing with the result. I mean, we'll have. To be honest, I've still got my notes from the game itself, so we will have a look through the notes as well on my notes, and we can have a little bit of a chat about the game. And I will get into your comments as well, guys. I promise you of that. Let me just get up our next couple of fixtures and see what's ahead. But sitting top, absolutely buzzing. You know what I mean? It is now for the last 4 decades. 4 decades, Leeds United have sat top of the table. Gav Gorman, thank you for coming to join us, mate. So, yeah, Leeds league position at the end of each decade. 1989, top of the second division. 1999, top of the Premier League. 2009, top of League One. End of this decade, 2019, and we're top of the Championship. You know what I mean? 2029, top of the Premier League. You heard it here first. But yeah, what a stat that is, to be fair. That's absolutely insane, isn't it? Let's just have a look then. I wanted to get our fixtures up. Let's see what our upcoming fixtures are. Let's have a look. Fixtures, sorry, it is just loading. So we have got West Brom, of course, on the 1st of January. We've then got that cup tie against Arsenal, which, to be honest, I'd rather we did without, if I'm being totally honest, guys. We then have Sheff Wednesday at home, which is a big one, but one I think we can win. They proved a massive test for us. They did, you know, one of the toughest tests we've had this season. But it's one that we can come out the other side of with 3 points, I think. That'll be my first game for quite some time. Obviously, Boxing Day is when I have my girls. So I haven't been for a time. So that'll be my it seems like an age. That'll be my first game back at Ellen Road. We've then got QPR away and Millwall at home. It's still some tough games in there, to be fair. Millwall, I mean, Gary Rowett's definitely got a tune out of Millwall of late. I mean, they got a result today, didn't they, against Brentford, which is a huge result. I've got all your comments coming in. Yeah, I agree with Adam and Eve. Let's play the under-23s against Arsenal. Let's start Roberts. It was nice to see him back today. Let's start Shackleton. I think Arsenal will make changes. Although they lost today against Chelsea, Scum, and will Arteta want to get a positive result? Will he see the FA Cup as a type of run for them to go on to get a bit, of confidence in the side, possibly? So he may play a strong side. We shall see. Sorry, my flag's just coming down there. But yeah, Babs McGinty, you're right. They are tough. Ginger Smoggy says, what about Ashley Fletcher scoring an absolute worldie to help send you top? I did see it, mate, and that's my friend from work. It was an absolute screamer from Ashley Fletcher. He'll probably score one more between now and the end of the season. He's gash, but fair play. Borough, took us top. Agent Woodgate, look back a month, let us put 4 past him. Borough, he's Leeds and he knows he is, isn't he? Johnny Woodgate is Leeds. Pete Rogers asks, how did Eddie play today in your opinion? I thought he played well, mate. It'll be quite a culture shock for him. The reason I say that is he's never started a game for us. That's his first start for us. And I would surmise he'll probably have a newfound respect for Patrick Bamford, because you're going to find it tough at times against decent Championship centre-backs, especially up there on your own. Eddie hasn't come and made like a little cameo appearance when legs are gone and he's getting in and out. For me, he played really well, and it's tough leading that line on your own, especially when you don't have the stature of what Bamford has. Bamford's an ultimate shithouse. He's bigger, isn't he? But if you look at our second goal, for example, when it is crossed, Eddie creates that. Eddie's the one that's hassling and harrying that then makes its way into the box. So I thought he played well. Irene Dedick, Joe, getting Joe. I agree completely. Harry McKenney said this should give the lads more confidence compared to previous games. 100% I agree. Wow, I've just noticed there is 347 people watching this live stream. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Please smash a like on the video, and please do sponsor me and the guys for Red January. Honestly, that's mind-blowing. So thank you very much. Jay Army says we need to strengthen. That's something that is going to be needed to be discussed. But let's park that for a bit. I think in terms of first team players, for me, we ain't going to do much business. The only business we're going to do is if we're going to replace Eddie Nketiah, if he does go to Arsenal. I think some people think he will go back, regardless of him starting today. We might replace Jack Clark. We've got Jordan Stevens there, although I don't think he is nowhere near the level ready for me. So I would like us to replace him. Maybe that's why we're looking at Ryan Brewster. And then we'll look at a keeper, depending on the Kiko situation. I think Meslier has got Bielsa's backing. So I think Meslier could well be number one if Kiko is to have some time out, and it'll see. But we might look for an experienced option to sit on the bench, a Rob Green-esque type when he went to Chelsea, for example, that type of thing. An Andy Lonergan, like we've done in the past. That type of experienced goalkeeper who's just going to sit on the bench. Smith's Elvis has just sponsored me for Red January. Thank you ever so much. I just want to get back to Derek Burgess's comment. Kiko is a problem. He's regressed into the running out flapping pigeon he was last year. Someone nail his feet to his line. Great win and Happy New Year to you, Joe, and the All Leeds TV crew. Thank you for that. Listen, I'm a massive fan of Kiko. Shoot me down now, but I love the guy. Yes, he is a bit wild at times, but really, I mean, which goals specifically is he at fault for? I'm not so sure. That's just my opinion, though. I know there is a lot of fans that can't get away with Kiko still. But listen, he's vital for me, especially distribution wise. But again, that's my opinion. Nick Langston is a Birmingham fan here. What a game, though. 100%. I couldn't agree more. Let's have a look. Now, let's talk about the game then. I'm going to bring up my notes. I do like to make notes when I'm watching the game, just so I don't miss points. So 10 goals conceded in 4 games. Heads gone. I've touched on that previously. you know, the Cardiff situation has really, really jolted us. We need to get a clean sheet now to get that confidence back. And hopefully we can do that a bit against West Brom. Absolutely difficult to do that, but we've done it before. We've done it before, but that's what we need for me. We need a clean sheet to get back that defensive solidarity, that solidity that we had previously, because you can't go, for me, conceding hardly any at all to then. I think, did we have 4 clean sheets on the bounce maybe when we went on that run? To now conceding, is it 10 in 4 games? Absolutely crazy. Just to give you a stat from the game as well, just to show the fans how crazy it was. I guess a lot of people will be watching Quest anyway, but if there are any neutrals in there, Leeds United had 6 goal shots on target, scored 5. You know, we're taking our chances for once. That's one thing. We just seem to have neglected the back. And then Birmingham had 4 shots on target, and all 4 went in. It's our first ever 5-4 win in our history. It's absolutely huge for the mentality. In terms of the first half, like I say, I'll go through the game a bit. Listen, I thought we started brilliant. First 20 minutes, we were class. It was a great goal 15 minutes in. A great counter. Birmingham were hammering our area when they had set pieces. It was clearly somewhere they had targeted 100%. And I guess in a way, Pep Clotet was right to do that, because they scored from 2 set plays. So he was right to do that. But there was a little bit of every man up there, which left them susceptible to the counter. And that's what happened. I mean, they put too many men forward, and it was an awesome breakaway. It was a great goal, lovely ball from Jack Harrison. I thought just enough to get Costa in. Lovely touch, and it was a lovely finish, left foot. Costa's really come into his own. Really, really impressed with Costa. Love him. And he's, for me, he's justifying that price tag. And Connor's touched on it before, and I couldn't agree with him more. Imagine 1 full season under Bielsa. Let's see what Costa's like next season. He's going to be frightening. We've seen what he does to individuals. We've seen it. Look at Alioski and Jack Harrison, for example. Them 2 have turned into match winners. Yes, they weren't great today. Well, Harrison was okay, but Alioski was a bit suspect at times. But they pulled us out this season in games. They weren't doing that last year. You know what I mean? So for me, he'll come on even more. And it was great to see him amongst the goals. I think that's his 4th goal now for Costa. 20 minutes in, it's the Leeds United we love to see. That's what I put on my notes. I was absolutely bouncing. Harrison with a deflection shot. I think it was off Harley Dean. I do believe it has been given to Harrison, and that's the 5th this season for Harrison. And Eddie's involved in there as well. Great work leading the line for me. Lay off to Alioski, who set up Harrison, and it's 2-0. We're home and dry. We're coasting. That's my opinion. I bet that's a lot of your guys' opinion as well. You're thinking, listen, we've got this, man. Easy. I know LUFC, Lewis said it was easy. A bit like the Cardiff thing. You have every reason to feel like that. But then 26 minutes, Bellingham makes it 2-1. It was too easy for Colin down that right-hand side. Alioski follows his man, as they're asked to do. But Colin was left on his own, and he plays a ball in from the right-hand side. It makes its way to Bellingham, and Bellingham just side-foots it in. Kiko had no chance, really. Passed it into the net. And what a baller that kid is, by the way. Just 16. And he's put. I was surprised he was substituted. Whether or not that's to protect him because of his age, or they wanted Montero to come on because legs. Maybe Pep's thinking the legs have gone a bit. Montero's got pace. He's got trickery. Bring him on. He might affect the game. Maybe that's why the change was made. But yeah, look. I mean, Birmingham could have easily equalised late in the first half through Djukovic. It wasn't great defending, but look, for me, the main thing for me, once we conceded, our heads went. And I've said it again, I'll say it again. Cardiff has really rocked us in that regard, and that's why we need a clean sheet. We needed the half-time to regroup for me, get that swagger back. They had too much joy down that right-hand side. The confidence totally went from Harrison and Alioski, and they needed to get in and they needed to regroup for me. However, when we came out, it wasn't great either. And look, when they equalised, I put out on Twitter, it was from a corner. I said we're there for the taking. Genuinely, when it was 2-2, I thought we were going to lose the game. Not going to lie. I just looked at it and thought, we're going to fucking lose this game. I was absolutely raging. I said so on Twitter. And it needed a moment of magic. And the last person I thought to create that magic was going to be Luke Ayling. Bill, what a strike, what a finish, what a game, what a second half Luke Ayling had, by the way. Really stepped up, really came to the fore, showed that he was an experienced pro, one of the leaders within this side, one of the main men within this side. He really showed that for me. I thought he was absolutely fantastic in that second half. I mean, on the third goal, for example, sorry, not the third, the fourth, he grabbed that game by the scruff of his neck. I've seen Graham Smith say it on Twitter. It was like he said, no, I'm not having this, but let's get back. I'm jumping ahead. That strike, by the way, great work by Alioski. Crossfield ball to Ayling. Ayling absolutely does Bella, absolutely does him. Lovely first touch, as he do, knees, legs, all up in the air. And outside of the foot jobby, how does he put his laces through it? It just twists, it turns, and bam, it's in the corner. What a finish from Luke Ayling. Anyone that's been on Twitter, have you seen his celebration as well for the last one? He's like giving it like this, and then he goes, it was absolutely fantastic, buzzing to see. Yeah, so great ball from Alioski and lovely touch. See you later, Bella, and what a strike from Bill Luke Ayling. But look, it's not over there. 80 minutes, we have Roberts comes into the fray. Buzzing to see Roberts back. I know Oscar wanted to see him sooner, and I can understand why. When you give the ball to Roberts, he keeps hold of it. He can run with the ball. He can dictate the play. So we do miss him, and it'll be nice to see him back in the side. Will he start against West Brom? I'm not sure. But listen, I would always like to see someone like Roberts in the side, especially against a side that he's played. Well, he came up for West Brom's rank. So let's get Roberts in there. But I think the lineup will remain the same. But yeah, look, Bella, it's 3-3 on the 83rd minute. Just think 3-3 on 83 minutes, and there's still another 3 goals to come in this game. Absolutely mental. It's Bella who scores with the header. It's a set piece. Again, struggled to deal with. I think Kiko tries to get there, but for me, it was the right thing to do. You guys might have watched it over and over, and it might be wrong, but it looked like it was the right thing to do. And Bella just managed to get his back header, and it went in, and it's 3-3. But look, a minute later, if that, 30 seconds maybe, a minute later, Luke Ayling says, do you know what, this isn't on. This isn't happening. He grabs the ball, he grabs the game by the scruff of the neck. This is our right back, our right of a back three maybe, whatever position he's playing at the time. But he picks the ball in the centre of the park and he runs with it. He gives it out to Harrison. Harrison gives it him back, and it's a lovely little touch into Dallas, and Dallas finds the top bins. I'm writing in my notes, I put Dallas has won into the game again. Absolute legend, my player of the season. I've absolutely loved his work this year. But no, that still wasn't over. That still wasn't over at 4-3. 6 minutes are added on. 6 minutes. And I even say I'm sat there, I'm like, 6 minutes. No. Like, this is, when you see that up, it's mad, isn't it, injury time? When you get an injury time of that much, if you're losing a game or you're drawing, you're like, yes, we can get back into this. When you try to defend a lead, it's like, no, man, please just end the game. You can imagine the emotions you go through. You have all done it yourself, man. It's like a roller coaster, football. It is like a roller coaster, especially when you're a Leeds United fan. We never do it easy. It's absolutely mental at times. But yeah, look, 6 minutes added on, and Jukovic can't miss. I mean, it's an absolute worldie of a cross from Bella, by the way. I was really impressed with him when he came on. He scores a goal and an assist, and that strike was the cross was some cross. I was sort of cursing myself because as I'm watching the game, Bella's come on. I think he was subbed on, and Ayling absolutely did him with that first touch to make it 3-2. And I'm writing in my notes, like, see you later, Bella. And then he ends up getting a goal and an assist. And I was sort of cursing myself, thinking, for fuck's sake, man. As though I had some impact on that whatsoever. But it's 4-4. Jukovic can't miss. It's a brilliant ball from Bella, and he can't miss. And then what? 94 minutes. 94 minutes. I've just got wow. Wow. Own goal, maybe it's been given to Harrison. But it's awesome work again by Leeds. Always going to the end. Always to the bitter end. That's one thing you must say about this Bielsa side. Go to the bitter end. And, what a game. What a game. Great work by Bill, sorry. The ball comes in, And I think it is. I don't know if it's Harley Dean, but it's definitely an own goal. I think, yeah, I'm just like replaying it in my mind. But Luke Ayling, hats off. What an absolutely fantastic game for you. Man of the match for me. Absolutely grabbed it by the scruff of his neck. I'm just seeing here there is 408 people watching this. My mind is blown. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please all smash a like on the video and sponsor me for Red January if you can. The link is in the chat. But yeah, wow, what a game. That is my rundown of the game. Let's have a little look and see what you guys are saying on YouTube about the game itself. Don't know why we aren't playing the three at the back anymore. Where's that gone? Let's have a look. Babs McGinty, West Brom are stuttering. If Dean Garner doesn't play, we win. You've also got Pereira in there, who's been absolutely amazing. Gav Gorman says, we look nervous at the back when we concede. Regardless of how many we have scored, luckily we plough forward, keep going, and we have goals in us. Adam and Eve's making a bold prediction, saying West Brom 0, Leeds 4. Super LUFC, I was at the game where they beat us 4-1. We never win big games against anyone in the top 6. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that. I could give you a couple of games, to be fair, where that's changed. Slow Steady Steve says, who's Mr. Popular? Yeah, I think it's more Leeds United. Stereo Bowick Leeds You says, think Joe's has some beers. I haven't. Gipton Gimp, the best name known to man. Always gets shouts out whenever I see him. I know he's on Talking Shut a bit as well, but the Gipton Gimp says, signings needed. Number 10 and centre-back urgently required. Please elaborate on the centre-back. Who comes in? Who does he replace? Is anyone going to be willing to sit on the bench? I don't see it. That's just my opinion, though. Everyone is entitled to theirs. Alison and Marty Adams say, hi, Joe, not good for the blood pressure. Wait there, the comments are coming in. Not good for the blood pressure. Watching on holiday from Orlando, Florida. Still need strengthening in Jan. Let's Go Champ says, enjoy your holidays, by the way. Absolute legends watching, Alison and Marty. What you say? Have you just got married or something? I don't know. Congratulations if you have, but enjoy your holiday. I wish I were there with you. Not like third wheeling, being a creep or anything like that. Just to be in the hot climate. Let's Go Champ. Your honest opinion. Do you think Eddie will go, and do you think we will sign anyone? I'm hopeful Eddie stays, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. From Arsenal and Eddie's perspective, the kid started one game. One game. Now, he's not going to be at Leeds long term. He has no affiliation to Leeds whatsoever. His main aim is to start for Arsenal one day, which I believe he will. So, what's he thinking? How do I break into this side? Obviously, they've got Martinelli, they've got Aubameyang, they've got Lacazette, right? How do I break into this side? Well, I show what I can do. He can't show what he can do when he's playing at Thorpe Arch for under 23s, can he? Genuinely. So, Arteta, new manager, wanting to impress. Arteta will know all about him, but he's wanting to impress. Does Aubameyang leave in the summer? Does Aubameyang leave in January? Real Madrid, maybe? I'm not sure. I know it's been linked before. So how does he force his way into the Arsenal side? By impressing on loan. He's not doing that at the moment because he's not getting the game time. So from Eddie's perspective, I can understand why he would want to go back. The flip side to that is he's getting trained by, as Pep like to say, probably the best coach in the world, Agent Pep Clotet. He does have that. Will he start against West Brom now? Who knows? I think he possibly could. But look, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Look, if he is going to go, then go on the 1st of Jan. Let's go on the 1st of Jan and get it gone. I mean, Leeds apparently have already got replacements lined up. And that's good. They're looking at contingency plans. Clark could be replaced. Maybe that's why we're looking at Rhian Brewster. But Jordan Stevens has always been there, so I'm not sure. Goalkeeper, yes. I think we'll go after a goalkeeper experienced one to sit on the bench. Happy to do that. Goalkeepers are. Goalkeepers don't mind. The only thing with the Eddie situation is, if Eddie does go back, right, who's going to be willing to come and sit on the bench? Because that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Who's going to come and do that? Your options are limited. You know, I've seen Che Adams, Cenk Torsen. There's been many names. They're not coming to sit on the bench behind Bamford, and that's going to be that's the bit, isn't it? That's now where it becomes, because it's, if I've said before, if Orta and the team can keep Eddie here past the 31st of Jan, then hats off them. It was amazing that they got him here in the first place. If they can keep him here, it'd be the best thing that he's done, probably. Yeah. Agree? Disagree? If they don't, and he goes back, it's then up to them to convince someone else to come and do what Eddie's been doing and sit on the bench. So it's going to be a tough task for anyone, really. So it's going to be really, really tough. But we'll see. Reister, who do you think we should sign in the transfer? What areas do you think? Jimmy Lafleur says Nketiah will stay. Scott Jackson says there is talk of AU from Swansea. I did see that as well. Joseph TV says we need more money, really. I don't think we do. Championship doesn't afford you the opportunity to spend money. It just doesn't. Let's keep that money, because when we get to the Premier League, when, then we can open up the purse strings a bit. But even if we had money, we won't be able to spend it due to financial fair play. And that's what I am grateful for Radrizzani, because he's done this the right way. Whether you agree or disagree, listen, as all football fans, we wish we had that multi-millionaire owner that just went, we're going to have Eze, we're going to take Bowen, we're going to take that Bellingham as well for the future. Do you know what I mean? We all wish that, we all hope that, but you know, Radrizzani's done it the right way, yeah? He's done it the right way. Ruddy LUFC, what do you think about Jack Clarke going? Listen, when he initially went to Tottenham for the fee that he did, I thought it was bad. Now, I think we've had them. Listen, I really like Jack Clarke, but he has nowhere near been the same player that originally burst onto the side. I remember Conor wanting him in there. I remember the fanfare around him. I wanted him in there, and it's just gone backwards. It's gone backwards. Whether you put that to the move being too soon or I mean, since Borough, really, the guy went backwards. And yeah, it's an interesting one. But look, I think Leeds have done well out of it. Let's have a look. Jake Fair, I don't understand why he gets the abuse. Arguably the best owner we've had in recent times, 100%. Evening, Joe. You had a good Christmas. Thank you, Stuart Kundal. I hope you had a brilliant Christmas too. 425 people watching. Absolutely insane. Please smash a like on the video. Please do sponsor us for Red January, which I'm doing throughout the month of Jan. James Olo, happy we won, but what on earth was happened to our defence? Yeah, suspect. Definitely agree. Kian Football Channel. Sorry. Says, hi, Joe. Hi, mate. Johnny Vokhulila. I can't say your name. I'm sorry. Roberts, Douglas, Hernandez, Forshaw and Bamford are injury prone. Yep, stating facts. That's fair enough. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Barry Douglas, if I'm totally honest. Don't understand what's gone on there. For sure, we need back massively, because at times we are lacking in midfield, 100%. Zero Fox, aka Fill the Pipe. That's up there with Gipt and Gimp, that. Bamford does more than just score goals, 100%. I agree. Babs McGinty, it's not the defence that's the issue. It's coming at them far too often. Kian Football Channel got on this late. That's what having kids do. I know all about that, mate. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm running on empty. Daz, all Leeds away. Sick of seeing everyone bashing Kiko. He has 4 defensive players in front of him, and prior to the last few games, he's been solid. Agree, mate. I don't agree with the Kiko bashing at all. I really like the guy. You might disagree, but he's the best keeper in this division. Rich Bedford Joyo is my 2 favourite Leeds TV person. Thank you, Rich. RPG 1K. Do you think we need a big centre back like Flint or Bartley? No. Please watch Aidan Flint play football. He cannot play football. He is so bad. And there's a reason why we never took Bartley, because, again, is he lacking in that area? Yeah. I don't buy into this, we need the big centre. It just doesn't suit our style of play. We had someone in that ilk who could play a bit, though. But in Pontus Jansson, and we all loved him, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, all this, come on. But we need better than that. I mean, if you look at Ben White, look at that kid. He's one of the best centre-backs we've seen for years. I mean, he's gone off the boil a bit of late. But no, not for me, mate. Please watch Aidan Flint play. He's so bad. He's so bad. He can't play football. In this side, it'd be absolutely criminal. 800 Alfie says we don't need Forshaw. We need to replace him this January. Don't agree with that, mate. Adam Forshaw's been class. Definitely need him back in this side. We don't need to replace Adam Forshaw. Scott Jackson said, had Douglas been playing for the under-23s, I don't even know where he's at the minute, mate. It's just totally gone off the boil. Let's have a look. I'm just going back on some of your comments. Jimmy LaFleur says, fuck knows what happened to Jack Clark. I got told by different people his virus was in being badly hungover. It could be. Big Stone said, if Bamford was on the pitch today, there is no way they'd have scored 4. It's a good shout. Alfie Whiteman messaging from Nice. I have my own thoughts, but how many of our first team do you could think that make... Sorry, how many of the first team do you think could make that step up to the Prem? Honestly, I think Phillips, White, Casilla and Costa. Yeah, you'd probably be right. If we were to get the Prem, and I hope one day to be doing these live streams after we've beaten Scum or, beaten Chelsea, them teams that we love to hate. It's the dream, man, just to be back in the Prem, isn't it, man? We want that back so much. Sorry, I just went off there into the distance, seeing myself talking after we've pipped Liverpool to the Premier League title. Jake Brayshaw says, do you think Berardi will re-sign? The fact that he's not yet, maybe he's one of them players that they're looking about thinking probably couldn't do a job in the Prem. And that's fair. David Berry says, try for Defoe from Rangers. Yeah, I would love a bit of that. Amigos says both teams deserve to win when everyone played their hearts out. Birmingham will feel hard done by, but for the fans, I couldn't give a shit for what they did at Elland Road. There's been many more arrests. Sorry, there are some nice fans. Sorry, you can't tarnish everyone. But yeah, I'm just buzzing that we won down there because we normally struggle. I went down there last season when Gary Monk was there, and it was absolutely horrible. Not a nice place in and around the ground, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, just buzzing that we won down there. And in the manner that we did, 5-4 is absolutely huge. Super LUFC says, bring back Jimmy Kebby along with Scott Wharton. Joseph TV, I think we need to buy Ben and then get a striker. Love Kiko and all. Yeah. Mike Turtsky says, Shalom from Jerusalem. Shalom, sir. Louis Winstanley says, I think it should be Forshaw and Roberts in midfield. Then we have the perfect balance. That would be good, although you'd be missing out on Click. And Click does so much to this side. So we need Click in there. I do think sometimes he holds on to it a little bit too long, but he does so much. Radimi Lead says, what's your score prediction for the West Brom game? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think I'd be crazy to say 2. I think it'd be 1-0. 1-0 either way, maybe. 1-0 either way. I hope we can win, though. I hope we can win. Listen, they got beat by Borough at home. Borough, shite. They are bad. They are bad, man. I mean, they've won 4 on the bounce now, I think, so Woodgate's getting a tune out of them, but they are bad. So maybe they've hit the stutters. And maybe we can put in a real performance. I hope that does happen. Kean Football Channel said the game was like the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ballymote BCE says, I think the back 4 formation is not a choice. Injury, impact, complete team shape. Calvin's form has been affected by all the changes. Yeah, he has been a little bit off the boil, I think, of late. I do agree with that. Joshua Winter says, do you think Harrison will sign permanently? Yes, I do. If we were to go up, I think we will sign him 100%. Let's have a look. Just going back to some of your comments. Bremner's Ghost, Mother Shipton. I don't know who Mother Shipton is, but I must have her in my bloodline. I think that's Super LUFC says, because Leeds fans never cause trouble anywhere, fair enough. Danny Winters thought Birmingham were quick to kick our players, not the ball. Grant White says, watching from Florida, mate, what a day. What a day indeed, mate. Absolutely unreal result. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way over there. There's 453 people watching this. Absolutely amazing. 173 likes on the video. Please smash a like on the video. Please sponsor me for Red January. Coming up after this video as well, we like to do an hour, so we've got another 20 minutes yet. If we can still get 20 minutes out of this, I'm sure we can, because I can talk for England once I get off on a tangent. Oscar's video will be live straight after this. Conor's video will also be live not long after. So rather than switching off, stay on the YouTube channel and get their videos watched, yeah? Because as I say, it'll be interesting. I always watch theirs Batman because it's interesting to get a little bit of a different view. You all know we've all got different opinions, different views. That's why it works. That's why it works. I've seen someone ask, will I be doing a watch along for the West Brom game? Yes, fingers crossed, if the boys don't mind. I know they've done a few of late, so they might let me jump back on. We like to switch it up, change it up. Who wants to do it with me? Get in touch. Come sit here. January the 1st. Come sit here and we'll watch the game together. And let's do it live stream. Watch along. Joe and the Leeds TV faithful. I can fit about 3 years in, maybe. If we all sit like this, look. Like that. Yeah. So get involved. I'm in Seaham, by the way, which is in the northeast, so preferably you'd need to drive. But yeah, or if you set off now, you might get up. Robert Mason says teams try much harder when they play Leeds. I agree. Jay Army says we need winners, not chickens. I agree, man. We need winners. Adam Chadwick, Berardi created the last goal with his tackle. Love him, but agree not good enough for where we are targeting to be. Brian Flynn says top of the league. Did not expect that before New Year. I agree, mate. And especially if you look at the last four. And that's what I think we need to look at. I've sort of processed that whilst doing this video. We've drew 3-all with Cardiff. Yeah, drew 3-all with Cardiff. We've lost against Fulham. We've drew at Preston. And we've had a crazy game, 5-4 against Birmingham. So 1 win in 4. 1 win in 4, conceding 10 goals. If that's right. 4, 7, conceding 10 goals, right? And we're top. And we have a 9-point gap. You know what I mean? So we've gone on that poor patch and we're top. You know what I mean? That is great. So Brian, yeah, if you look at them games, if you said to someone who don't know the championship and say, right, these are the results, where do you think they are after them 4 games? Bearing in mind they started second. So if you were to say to someone, right, the Leeds were second and they drew, lost, drew, won. Where would you say they were? You wouldn't say they'd managed to go up into first, and that shows the standard of the league. I don't think it's that great. There is so much inconsistency below us, but it's just, man, it's there, man. It's there for the taking, guys, this season. If we didn't go up this season genuinely, it's going to hit the shit because Bielsa won't be here next season unless we go up, in my opinion. But yeah, Brian, you are on the money. Colin the Cockerel, absolute legend. You are the man. Colin the Cockerel says 0-0. Maybe not so much the man. Nick Richards says, Joe, spots her through the match. In your honest option, would you strengthen and who would you like? Listen, I think we won't strengthen, and that's why I don't want to look into that. Like a lot of, if we do, it will only be bench. It won't be first starters for me. Bielsa's happy with the squad. We might get a reserve keeper. someone to replace Jack Clark. But then again, do you need to replace him, guys? Because he hasn't had a look in all season. Jordan Stevens has been ahead of him. And you've got Eddie. If Eddie stays, we don't, for me. The only way we do is if we replace Eddie and we know that Eddie's just made his first start today. So whoever comes in is going to be on the bench. So looking into that, yeah, I understand, but I just don't see us doing a lot of business, guys. And I'm saying that just so that, listen, everyone's entitled to opinion. I know we'd like to spend money, but I would say I'm setting my own, so I'm not disappointed, if that makes sense. I know I'm a realist in that respect. We ain't doing much. Kean says, are we doing this live? Yeah, 100% we'll do it. There's a few score predictions in there. Someone saying 3-1, 3-0, 800 Alfie, good shout. 3 Total Leeds. Tom at Total Leeds. If you don't follow him, make sure you follow him on Instagram. Absolute legend. What a guy. 3-0 and a statement to the league. And then he's done this, whatever that means. Guys, are we back on? Are we back live? Is it gone? Are we back in? Are we back in? Guys, I'm really, really sorry about that. It dropped for a second. I don't know why that is. Sorry about that, guys. That's never happened before. I shit myself for a minute there. I was on my way. We've lost quite a lot of people as well, which is disappointing. So let's hope them 400 people come in. I've never done over 400, I don't think. So that was absolutely huge. So everyone who has come back. I want you back for good. You can tell that I'm on a bit of a hype. Singing Take That, singing Take That songs to you and that. So yeah, I've had a few people ask if I'm drunk and all that sort of shit, but no, this is just me on the live streams. Let's have a look. Gav Gorman, I'm in the northeast. I'll come and watch it with you, 100%. Gav, you message me on Twitter. Let me know. Slow Steady Steve, drop me a DM. Come, we'll do it. New Year's Day. I ain't got much on. I'll be going for a run on the morning because it's Red January. I'll be running every day. Come with me if you want. But if not, we come here. Yeah, so Slow Steady Steve, more like Ken Barlow, not Gary. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry, guys, I'm going back to your comments because I know the stream dropped, so I want to make sure that I haven't missed anything. As you all know, if you watch me regularly, I am normally miles behind anyway. But I found the Total Leeds one where he's like this, so we're back where we should be. Let's go, Champ says, do you think if we get back to the Premier League, Brighton will let us buy Ben White? I hope so, mate. They've got the kid they bought from Bristol City for 25 million. They've got Dunk, etc. They might be willing to sell, but I'd imagine they want like 20, 25 million, 30 million, which is absolutely insane when you think that we sold Rio at 30. That was the record fee at the time, and he was some centre-back. I know he went to Man United, I know it's scum and all that, but he was absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look. Bremner's Ghost says, Borough are doing well since we spanked them. I agree. Quite a turnaround. Well played. Macedonian Messi says, looking at West Brom forums, lots of their fans are saying they look really tired and the defence has fallen off. Well, let's hope that continues, guys. It is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Sorry, I've lost my trainer of thought there. Let's have a look. They're looking really tight. The defence has fallen off. Yes, it's going to be difficult without Pablo. Genuinely, being in amongst it is going to be difficult without Pablo Hernandez. So it's going to be. That's why we need Roberts in there. But I'm not sure we can get them straight in. But we shall see. Let's have a look. That's all the way. If we turn up like we have done in the last 3 games, New Year's Day has my asshole nipping. Eddie struggles because Bielsa wants him to clear the ball off the line instead of scoring goals. Let's have a look. What's all this stuff about Geordie? What are you saying? True Geordie called you out. What are you saying? Shaky Mike. I wish, mate. I wish True Geordie. I wish True Geordie called me out to get the numbers. That guy gets numbers. That guy gets heat. I am a poor man's True Geordie. Let's have a look. 388 people watching, though, guys. That is absolutely smashing. Thank you so much. So let's go back. I'd said a few years. Let's have a look. I'm trying to get back to your comments. I've really lost my train of thought. There we go. We're back to Total Leeds, and we're back to this. The True Geordie stuff threw me. I'm not gonna lie. I just seen it in the comments, and I was like, "What? What? True Geordie? What? Say what?" That would be amazing, even to get mentioned by that guy, because then you sort of like you just get a lot of people watching you. The red, someone's asked about Red January. The reason I'm wearing red, let's pretend it's orange, but I'm running every day in January for Mind Charity. That's all Leeds away. If we turn up like we have the last 3 games, New Year's Day has my arsehole nipping. What happened this time last year at New Year's Day? I can't remember. Gaz Gorman, we miss Forshaw's simplicity in the middle, and Roberts always looks lively when he plays. But who do you drop for them? Maybe Click needs a rest, but who else? Yeah, this constantly comes out about Click needing a rest, etc. He never gets it, and then we say that, and then he gets, and then he has an awesome game, doesn't he? So I don't see that happening. I mean, if Roberts and Forshaw, maybe they are the perfect partnership, but Click's never coming out of this side for me. Didn't he play like almost every game last season for us and Poland? 800 Alfie, I personally think Harrison isn't the best winger to sign. We can get so much better, more consistent winger for the Prem. I mean, the guy's come on. Absolutely, he's been absolutely fantastic this season. We must remember that. And I'm a fan of Jack Harrison. I said this on Talking Shut podcast. If you ask Bielsa which player would do 100% of his work, like it would be Jack Harrison. Do you know what I mean? He'll put everything in terms of what's required or what's asked of him pre-match. Do this, do this, do this, and he'll do it all from start to finish. Genuinely, I'm a fan of Jack Harrison. There's not many players at Leeds United that I'm not a fan of. Like, I think just because I am that blinkered with Leeds United all the time. Babs McGinty says, tell Oscar to get off the bog when doing his videos. His will be going live not long after this, guys. Let's have a look. Tom Lee says that he's tempting. Tell Oscar to rewatch Costa goal. Colin the Cockerel and friend said he's up there. Kian said he'd be willing to come if he could get there. Guys, honestly, genuinely, if you can, let's do it. Message me, send me a DM, and if you're genuinely interested, then let's do it. I'm game if you are. Dilip Kedman says it's a bit too far for him. Mike Turtsky says play Ayling as a centre forward. Yeah, I'm game for that. The Trine says we need more mental training. We look scared at 2-0 on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully coming out of this, the other end, and winning the game has done massive for us. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And let's we need a clean sheet. If we can get a clean sheet, sorry, my mind's all over. I'm thinking, I can't get that True Geordie shit out of my head. I'm like sat there going, imagine if he did. Like it's in here. Like I'm trying to talk to you, and then like my mind's wandering. Like going, oh, imagine if he did. Oh yeah, you could. There's levels, isn't there? There's levels in the game, and he's he's up there, man. He is. He's a top guy, to be fair. I like watching and listening to his podcasts and stuff. Whoever put that in the chat, though, you've knocked me off my floor, you knob. Hey, right. Get rid of that shite. Get it out of there. Mikey, 3D TV, absolute legend, follows all the time, says, bloody hell, mate, what a game. I think I'm dead. I know, right? Same. Has the stream gone black? Has it gone again? No. Hopefully it hasn't, guys. Sorry about this. Nick Richard says, we'll try again, Joe. Would you strengthen and who would you like? Honestly, openly, regards from Devon. I don't think we will strengthen, mate. I genuinely don't. Let's have a look. Total Leeds, this team has so much more to give as well, I think. Yeah, we're not really out of... To be honest, there's only been Stoke, Bristol City and Cardiff in the first half that we've got out of second gear for me. And we've absolutely peppered teams. Where if you think back to last season, in the first part, we were doing that to everyone, and maybe that's why we ran out of steam a little bit. There you go. 800 Alfie says, I want Milner back at Leeds. Imagine, yeah. I always thought it would happen like this season, next season, but yeah, I mean, he's just won the Club World Championship, hasn't he? It's not happening. LSB, I mean, he will do eventually, but by then we might be too good for him. I still have him back, though. Still have him back. LSB says, you are my long-lost son, Joe. I'll come up and do the long-lost family programme at the same time. You're my double. You must be one good-looking guy, LSB. One good-looking guy. Macedonian Mesli definitely taken over from Kiko when his ban happens. Joseph TV said, my gran called Bielsa a blue bucketed bastard for his for his banter against Town because she likes the town. Bounce around. If you love the town, bounce around. Absolutely brutal. Babs McGinty says they will not be a ban. It'll be interesting to see. Let's have a look. We've got everyone saying we are back live. Sorry about that. Super LUFC says only 4 points separate 4th to 13th. It's crazy this year. Yeah, it's a poor. It is. It is a poor standard for me this term. Genuinely, I believe that. Colin the Cockerel and friends. Hope I'm wrong, but it will be a cage game, and both teams will tighten their defence. Super LUFC says back streets back. All right. I don't know what that's in aid of. Jason Lee, how did the ref miss Dallas handball today? It was abysmal, and I'm a Leeds fan. I'm not fussed. Let's have a look. 1 second. I've just had Lewis ask if he is blocked by All Leeds TV because he can't comment on the live stream. You should not be, sir. Don't do that. And I don't know how to undo that. Let me have a look, see if it's on. I'm not sure if I can do it while I'm on the stream, Lewis lad. I do apologise. But I don't know where that is. But I loved LUFC Lewis today when he was tweeting out saying easy, easy, easy. And it was easy, easy, easy. Yeah, so I'll sort that out, Lewis, after the stream, mate, because I don't know how to do it whilst I'm on. I'm not as tech savvy as you. Let's have a look then. He says go on the channel. I'll go on a different YouTube, go on the channel and see. Let's have a look. I don't know how to spell Lewis Dayton. DEITON, I think. Oh, there's some different. No. Is it just the LUFC, Lewis, do you mean? Not your actual one, because there's one of you doing your nice little pause. For the lasses. In the Akka slappers. I know about you, Lewis. No, mate, everything's on there. Subscribe. Shouldn't be, mate. Oh, but then again, I'm on my own. I'm not on All Leeds TV's YouTube, mate. I'm on my own. But yeah, if you aren't already, subscribe to LUFC, Lewis. I'll sort it out after, buddy. Let's have a look. Get back to some of my... Jake Brayshaw says, you off to Arsenal, Joe? I am. So, I was. I had my ticket. I had 2 tickets, one for me and one for the missus. However, Christmas has wiped me out, genuinely. I've got 3 kids, and it wiped me out. So I can't, genuinely, I can't afford to go. I'd need time off work, hotel, everything. I've weighed it up. Sometimes things come first. So no, I'm not going. The 2 tickets have been moved on, by the way, because I needed the cash. But yeah, it was tough, and it's gash. But I needed the cash for Christmas. So there you go. Let's have a look and go back to some of your comments. Pete Rogers, a very tough Christmas period for us, but we have got a lot of hard games out of the way in one go. Michael Hamilton says, hey, Joe, Matt Curran will be happy with the draw against Baggies, then march on. Would you guys take a draw? All this True Geordie stuff is people winding me up. And it proper set me think. But there we go. All Things Leeds. Ed at All Things Leeds says managed to grab 4 tickets in the Arsenal end. Yeah, I mean, how much would it cost to go watch Leeds at home with you, Conor, and Oscar? We all sit in different seats, mate. Season tickets and stuff. All of us are in different seats. Babs McGinty was putting out the violin about me not going to the game. And Lynchia says Christmas has killed us all off. Couldn't agree more. Nick Langston says, Joe, what did you think of a young Jude Bellingham? Absolutely unreal. To think the kid's only 16 is absolutely insane. Jay Army says, Joe, when's QSI coming? Hopefully when we get the Prem. Terry Austin says, I think Lewis got you there, Joe. Try and get Shane Long. He's a Leeds fan and he will run his bollocks off. Yeah, but he's just another Banther, isn't he? Maybe if he wants to sit on the bench. SJH says, hi, Joe. Good to see you, kid. What a match. Need to cut out defensive errors and Kiko coming off his line. Needs sorting, but we showed real character to get the result. Keep up the good work, kid. All Leeds our way. Thank you so much. My good friend Rob Stringer Beads Leeds says, what an easy day, mate. Couldn't agree more, mate. Absolutely insane. Here we go. So, let's have a look. Nick Richards says, auction your tickets. They've already gone, mate. I get them through the supporters bus. They've already been moved on. No draw against West Brom. Tyler back and drop Kiko. That's from Bone near Hewson. Joey England says, did you record the reactions? We didn't do a watch along for the game, mate, but we will be doing for West Brom. Hopefully, we will see you at the game. Someone's asked, Joe, would you ever do something with Benjamin Bloom? We already have. Myself and Conor did it on the Conor and Joe show on Instagram. Let's have a look. Isco got Josh Koching joined on a 4-year deal. Don't know what that means. Clive Wimpempe, yes, I'll be in the Arsenal. And Joshua Winter says, do you think Chef Wednesday will be hard? Yes, I do. DO3 says, Kiko needs selling for flip's sake. The guy is simply a liability. I'm convinced he's getting payments from West Brom. He's not a liability, man. He's one of the best keepers in this league, in my opinion. Genuinely. All Things Leeds says, and that's Ed. If you haven't, make sure you listen to the All Things Leeds podcast. Top kid, who does a bit for LS11. Good lad. Drop him a follow. He's young, and no doubt in a couple of years he'll be up there doing stuff. So he's a good kid. Basically said Bellingham's 16 and scoring in the Championship. Meanwhile, I'm 21 and still signing on. After I've just said he's doing things. Turns out he's on universal credit. Who knew? Ed, sorry to hear that, my friend. I know that not to be the truth, though. The kid's doing some uni course, I think. Nick Richards, FA against Arsenal, your thoughts? Some of the under-23s chomping at the bit. Yes, I would do that. I would play them. I would play Shackleton. I would play Roberts. I would play Berardi. Genuinely, the FA Cup can do one for me. Be interesting to see how Arteta looks at it. But yeah, that's it, I think, guys. I think that's it. We've done 64 minutes. Please stick around. We reached like over 400 people watching live, which is absolutely unreal. thank you so much, as always. Please do sponsor me for Red January. I'll be running every day in January with the likes of Gary from Talking Shut, Ben from Talking Shut, Oscar from All Leeds TV. There's 22 people of us. Loads of people are getting involved. If you want to get involved, drop me a DM. You can join the team. You can run every day in January. If not, please drop me a sponsor. £1, £2, whatever it may be. Thank you so much, Rich Bedford, who says it's a good live. Colin the Cockerel says, don't go. Clive Wimpempe says it was a good show. Thank you, as always. And I'll hopefully see you all New Year's Day. New Year's Day, we'll do the live stream. I've asked a few of you if you want to come, let me know. Drop me a DM, come to mine, sit on the couch. Let's watch the game together and have a chat. Tom, Total Leeds, see you later, my friend. Ruddy LUFC, bye-bye. Dave Webster, nice one. Kian, legend. Nick Richards says, see you on Twitter. Yeah, Ed, it's young Ben. But yeah, they're getting involved, Ed. If you want to get involved, give me a shout. Sean Thompson, cheers, Joe. Adam and Eve, bye, Joe. Robbie, where's the link for the sponsorship, Joe? I am going to put it in the chat right now. If you can't get on that link in time, because everyone's saying bye and everyone's saying buzzing, drop me a DM or send me bye from Ian Mozzer in Norfolk. Kian Mackin, bye, Joe. Jay Army says, are you doing January streams? Fingers crossed. I'll book a day off work. I know the lads will do it. Don't think we'll do much business, but we'll get them live streams going for you. Matt Dooley says, at least we don't have to face Thierry Henry anymore. Va-va-voom. I agree. Bonnie Hewson, best Joe, keep it up. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you all as well. Lewis Dayton, there we are. Goodbye, Subtitle UFC. Lewis, easy. Yeah, drop him a sub as well. And Lewis, I'll sort that stuff out on YouTube as well, mate. But yeah, bye. Thank you all much for watching. No worries, Ed. Good stream. Catch you later. We're all one big family, right? Leeds, through and through. And let's hope we can march to the Premier League, man. And then things get real, man. Things get real. Fuck VAR. Fuck the Championship. And fuck Birmingham. Leeds 5, Birmingham 4. I'll leave it there. Peace out. Leeds. Bye from down under. Good eye.